Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the duck adventure for March the 17th. The duckies are all out playing here. It's been raining all night. You wouldn't believe it. I've been up since 3 a.m. I woke up and I was hot as could be. I only had the window in my bedroom open about 2 inches, and I couldn't believe it. I looked at the digital thermometer and it was plus 10 degrees and pouring rain. And now it's, it's 0 now. Temperature's been falling, and they're calling for snow now. Let's listen to the ducks. So it's probably really wet in the barn. I'm going to have to throw some straw down on the floor for them today. But they're all over the place, but I couldn't believe the activity last night. The noise outside, the ducks were quacking away. It was 3 in the morning. I was like, what's going on? They were partying in the dark in the rain. It was just pouring rain. What do we got for eggs today? Oh, is it ever warm in here? Oh, of course, the Muscovy's in here. Oh, and that poor little girl over there in the corner. She's still doing the brooding. Oh, the door slammed here. Yeah, she's over there. I think the reason she's so dark or so black is because Moe's mounting her. Yeah. I gotta, as soon as the, oh, we got another Muscovy over here. Oh, we got eggs everywhere. As soon as the snow's melted in the pan there, I'm going to section off the shed, the steel shed, and I'm going to set the Muscovies up by themselves in the shed this year. I made the decision yesterday, and it's because I've had enough of trying to keep them separated here, and they want to start brooding, and you can't stop them because it's just instinct. So I'm going to let the Muscovies do it this year, and if they another week. I think about another week, and the way the weather goes, hopefully we'll get the, I build a, section off that area over there and have so that the shed is separate, and that I'll just have the 9 females and Moe over there, and they'll have lots of room, and they'll have some privacy away from the rest of the flock. All right, holy mackerel, is it ever windy? Everything's just going here. All right, let's get some egg recon happening here. All right, let's get egg recon here. And are we going to get another goose egg today? I'm pretty sure that egg we got yesterday was a goose egg because it only had that one yolk in it. So let's see what they've given us here today. Egg production's definitely picking up. Oh, thankfully the shells they're super thick now with the feed. Or that would have been a broken shell 2 weeks ago. Okay, what do we got there? We got 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Was that a 13? Oh, I wasn't there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 13. Oh, I'm losing it here. Too many coffees. 16. I've been drinking coffee since 3 a.m. Couldn't sleep, it was so warm. 16. Yeah, that was 16. 18. 19. 21. 22. Oh, a Muscovy egg up here. That's 23. 24, 25, 26, and it looks like a broken one because there's yolk in there. That's a tiny one. 26. Holy moly, look at this. 26. 28. 30. 31. 32. Alright, girl, I gotta move you. Alright. Come on, you little thing. Holy moly, look at the eggs you got in there. 32, 36. I'm sorry, girl, but we're going to set you up here shortly. Don't worry. You're going to be having your own place. I was laying in bed actually at 3 o'clock this morning thinking about how I've got to set this up in the shack. Oh, look at the Muscovies going there looking for water. Yeah, I was laying there in bed and I was thinking, okay, I got to set the shack up for them and get them. They got to have their own spot. Survivor duck is absolutely pristine. Look at her. Like, we're talking bleached white. She's not letting Moe touch her. Yeah, so I got some ideas. I'm going to set the nesting boxes so they're a little more private, and I got some reconfiguring to do inside that shed, which I'm going to probably reconfigure the shed before I even set up the outside part. But I'm definitely going to do something. I'm going to let the fact this year that I don't have to have the duck operation separated into 3 sections. I only have to have it into 2. I have the ability this year to to separate the Muscovies and give them their own spot, so that they have some privacy. I'm going to set the nesting boxes up so that things like what's happening over in that corner doesn't happen, because Moe is mounting that girl far too much. Like, she is just like Moe right now. He's courting her because he wants to get back on top of the poor little thing. So I've got to get her a nesting box set up. I've got to set all the nesting boxes up. I'm going to set up 9 nesting boxes that are private, so that they've got so that Moe can't get at them. So if they get inside, they can be by themselves. But I got to do something here today. I'm gonna clean out this wet patch here and put some dry straw down. This down here is not too bad. It's just right at the doorway from all the muck that we're going through right now. But let's go outside and see what they've given us. Oh, look at Moe right back over there. Definitely the next week. I got to get I got to get the steel shed set up. I've got to get it. Hopefully the weather keeps melting here, and I can, get the pen separated. Just waiting for the weather, and as soon as the weather turns here, and we can get set up here. All right, let's go over. Let's go into the pen and see if there's any eggs floating around inside there. Oh, I lost the dog. No sign of him. All right, I'm going to do a quick edit here because I'm going to yell my dog's name. Oh, there's Dougie. He's out front hunting. I just saw him coming out of the bush over there. He's been really doing a lot of patrolling, like serious patrolling. He's all the spring smells. I know all the years I've been here, all my dogs have been the same thing. In the spring, they just go nuts with all the smells. All right, look at this for a mess. Things are just starting to freeze up. They're getting stiff. Yeah, it won't be long. Like, there's not a lot of snow there. I got to put a grid across there, and then I'm going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give the Muscovies. I'm not going to give the Muscovies the bathtub, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a little pool, a kiddie pool there for them. Because it won't be long and we'll be able to have running water outside. We're not far off from that, As soon as basically April 1st, you can start, leaving the underground water running. Well, it all depends if this melts. I don't see any eggs out here at all, though. No goose eggs. Well, if they laid 1 egg yesterday, it's going to take them a little while before they start laying multiple eggs. I'm just going to close this window. Look at this for a mess. There. I'll just close that. Yeah, no eggs anywhere. Yes, Goose Lee. Oh, I know. You're the boss. Oh, I got a little bit of clean. Oh, we'll go into the shack here. Got a little bit of cleaning to do for them in the barn, because, like I said, the temperature's going to drop. And they need a dry place to go. Let's see if there's any eggs in here. Like, the temperature, look at 0. I got up at 3 a.m. and it was 10. So I've got to reconfigure this place here. Yeah, no eggs. I've got some ideas on what I'm going to do in here. It's going to be a full day's job setting this place up, because I've got to set up 9 nesting boxes that the Muscovies are going to, this is going to be the Muscovy shack, officially. We're going to let them do it, guys. I'm going to listen to you guys, keep telling you in the comments to, let the Muscovies do it. Well, your wish is going to come true. We're going to we're gonna watch Muscovies hatch their own ducklings. So hopefully, you know, I don't want to jinx it here and not have it happen, but that's the plan. I'm not gonna touch Muscovy eggs. And the rest of the ducks, we're just gonna let them fornicate, and we'll see what the geese do. I got a hunch the geese are gonna end up making their nests underneath the lean-tos. Something tells me. It's hard to say with these geese. Like I said, I think my geese think they're ducks, and that's why they're getting along so well. You know, who knows? Maybe it'll all change here in the next couple of weeks, and they'll all get nasty, you know, and become real geese when they start laying their eggs and getting protective. Who knows? Hey, for all we know, they might, you know, dump their eggs and let the ducks do it. I think the ducks are doing it. All right. I gotta go on my breakfast. I gotta cook some breakfast up here. I'm hungry. Oh, look at them. 3 o'clock this morning. I couldn't believe they were outside playing. Oh, there's some snowflakes. It started. They said there's a good storm coming. All right, I'm off to cook my breakfast. I got up to the house and I thought, I'm gonna bring some water in here just for the Muscovy that's in that corner piece. You know, if she doesn't have water close to her, she could actually, you know, they get their mind in such a trance that actually, if the water and the food isn't close to them, they'll, it's just not good. You know, this way, they got clean water right beside them in the same building, so she doesn't have to go too far to get water. She's obviously stuck in that mode that the other Muscovies were stuck in last year, the brooding stage where they're on that, you know, either they get some food and water close to them, or they'll just die on the nest. So, oh, there's some maroons in the tub. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna cook my breakfast. I've taken care of my responsibility here. What a deceiving day! It's unbelievably windy. It's actually cold, the wind, and everything's covered nice except where there's ground, it's mud. But where the snow is, it's all ice. Like you slip and slide and walk. And I got to clean the barn out right now while this end of the barn where it's all wet. But I need your help, guys. I've got a question. I'm looking at heaters. I've been on the internet looking because I got to get I'm getting things organized here for this year's hatch, and I was on the internet looking. Actually, was on eBay on these ceramic heaters because last year, you know, I used light bulbs to generate the heat in the hatcher, and I wasn't happy. Plus, it was I wasn't happy with the end result, and I got thinking to myself, you know, there's better heaters out there, and I found these ceramic infrared heaters. They're on eBay. Actually, this is what they look like. Okay, so now you know what I'm talking about. Anybody out there, if you guys are using these things, what I'm trying to figure out, because they say they're infrared, but the thing is that it's just a heating element inside of a ceramic, enclosure. So I'm trying to, you know, if anybody out there is using them, is all the heat come off the front of them, or is it a radiant heat off the whole thing? That's what I'm trying to find out, because I think that's what I'm going to use in the hatcher this year. I was looking online, and if I order right now, I can buy them from China, which ironically, we shouldn't be using Chinese stuff. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Buy them from somebody in the States. They're buying them from China and bringing them in. If I order them right now, I can get them for half price, and I'll just order double the amount I need, and that way I'll have spares for the hatch. But if you could let me know in the comments below if you're using them and what you think of them, and if the heat off them, is it a directional heat, like with a regular infrared heat lamp, you know, it shoots the heat forward, and I'm just wondering if these are the same thing, and if they are, that means I got to reconfigure the way the lights sitting in the hatcher, instead of having them pointed up, I'll point them in towards the fan or something. I'll figure something out. But I just want to, you know, get your input. If anybody's used them, they say they're rated for 20,000 hours. I'm curious if they really do last that long, because last year with the light bulbs, I was replacing light bulbs like left and right. So that's what I'm up to right now, and I need to order them because they're, you know, China. It's going to take a month to get here, and which will be, you know, still lots of time because the hatcher, you know, we aren't using the hatcher until like day 25 of the hatch, so of the incubation process. So we got some time to play with if I order them right now. So that's what I'm up to today. Well, that's one of the jobs I'm up to. But I'm going to go in. Oh, look at this disgusting nest. Even with the drainage, you see, it's melting, but it's just, oh man, oh man. I gotta get this cleaned up. Actually, well, I wonder what's going on here with the Muscovies. If they've laid any more eggs. Doug's being a Klingon here today. Dougie doesn't like the mud. I don't know. He's not a big fan of this mud situation. Oh, it's bad in here. I gotta clean this out. This is bad. Oh, we got a Peking duck over there in the corner. Yeah, it's wet, sloppy stuff here. So I'm gonna clean this up right now. Oh, guys, look at the goose. She's built a nest. Wow. Okay, I gotta start getting things organized here. But that's just bizarre that she's in here building a nest. I think the geese think they're ducks. That is wild. Okay, I got Doug in here. Okay, I'll be right with you in a second here, guys. I gotta get rid of Doug so I can go into the barn. I don't want him to go over there and spook. Oh, now this is gonna make it more difficult to clean this end of the barn out. I don't want to spook her, but I bet you there's an egg under her. Okay, Doug won't go outside here. Alright, Doug, let me get in here. I'll lock the gate so Doug can't come in. I definitely gotta clean this up and dry it out some. This is awesome. A goose sitting on a nest. I gotta, but it's too early. Like, this is way too early to be hatching. Because like, well, the middle of April's too early. Yeah, look at her. I don't want to freak her out too much here. But we got a goose on a nest. Oh, I don't believe this. So she might have been the one that laid the egg that I fried up, actually. I'm trying to give you guys a good shot here. What's going down? Yep, that's definitely, she's built a nest. Now, I wonder how protective she is right now. Like, I wonder if she'd attack me if I did get too close. She doesn't seem too upset about me getting close to her. I know my neighbor's geese, you can't get this close to the nest. He actually got attacked last year and he was only like 10-15 feet away. She looks pretty docile to me being this close to her, and I'm like maybe 5 feet from her. If that. The camera's about 3.5 feet from her. Oh, that's so neat. I'm not set up for this. It's too early. Middle of March, that means the middle of April hatch. That's still too early. It's too cold. And we can still have some serious nasty weather from now until the middle of April. Silly birds starting so early. Oh man, this is too cool. Oh, I wish we had cameras set up in this barn. Well, that's an expense the Duck Adventure just doesn't have the money for. I've got to get my acting together. I know what I'm doing. I got to start. I got so much work to do. I got to finish my inside computer work and my figuring out what I'm doing this year. And I got to get the Muscovies out of here. I got to get some of the pressure off the barn. The ducks are definitely in the laying mode. I'm not ready for this. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm confused now, guys. Well, time to get a new plan of action on the Duck Adventure. Alright guys, I just pulled the sleigh in and I looked up and she's gone. And she's just outside the door right now. So we can go over to her nest. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to bring more straw in here. Yep, so yesterday I definitely had a goose egg for breakfast. But it's far too early. And plus the bottom of that would be ice cold. I don't care how much body heat's coming off of her. That plastic on that cement floor would be, the frost would be coming up. That egg would never stay warm. So we had a little bit of a situation here when I brought in the sleigh. Doug, he's all freaked out today for some reason. He jumped and I knocked this off. He got all excited when I pulled the sleigh in, and he turned around and I bumped into him. Anyways, it was a bit of a cluster. Anyway, so we definitely have where is Doug gone now? Okay, now he's gone. Sorry. Yeah, Doug's being all weird. I don't know if it's the wind or what today, but all the animals are being weird actually the last couple of days. I think everybody's got, I don't know if it's spring fever's hitting everybody or what, but we got I got to bring more straw in here. So if I have noticed the nest building though, is that the floor is really, really wet, but the nests are drier. Like the nesting boxes, they're not as crudded up as they are in the wintertime. Like you can actually see, I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, you can see the color difference. Like it's wet straw and then it's dry straw. So it's almost like they're building nests. It's who knows. I just know one thing. I got a new plan of action here. I've got to start getting things ready. Hopefully we get some warm weather to get this melt happening, and I can get the pen configured so I can get the Muscovies isolated, and you know, maybe the geese will sit on a nest right beside the ducks. She's outside right now, and she didn't attack me, which is really, you know, maybe the geese are used to me. Look at this, they're coming in. They know what I'm up to. Oh, these ducks. Oh, they crack me up. Alright, let's get this wet straw out of here. Oh, is it ever wet, man? Got some nice dry straw in here for the little duckies. Everybody's coming in to visit me. I like ducks. They're as bad as Doug. Alright, I'm going to get to work here. Well, this egg, I'm going to take it away from the goose because it's got some blood on it, so maybe she was a virgin, I don't know. This is her very first egg, because the egg yesterday didn't have any blood on it. So, but I don't want her to be laying on, or sitting on an egg right yet. But I got a bit of a curveball here. Doug has taken off on me. He was acting weird, like I said, when I pulled the sleigh in, and he got all flustered and took off outside, which I didn't think nothing of it. And I went around the yard calling him, and he didn't respond, and I heard the phone ringing in the house, and Doug he went down the highway to my neighbor's place. So I've got to go down and get Doug down the highway. For the life of me, I have no idea what's with him today, why he's all freaked out. I know he didn't get a shock today, so it doesn't make any sense. So I got to go on a road trip and get my dog. And it's about a mile and a half, 2 miles down the road. So he went for a little bit of a tour. Not a good thing. Last time I had a dog on the highway, he got killed. So I gotta go on a road trip. Well, here we go to get Doug. I don't believe this. This is my neighbor. I borrow his tractor all the time. Oh, Doug, you are a bad dog.
Oh, don't scold him too much.
What were you thinking coming down here?
He missed me.
Oh, you were acting weird today. I've already been down here with the water. Goose just came outside, but the ducks were all sleeping. I don't know if they're still sleeping or not. I kicked myself. I should have brought the camera, but I was thinking with Doug. I'm dealing with Doug here because Doug's really screwed up. I think he got shocked again today. I don't know how, but somehow he did. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, they're sleeping. Oh, duckies. It's pretty cash in here right now. But everybody's they're really quiet. This is my second time down here, so usually by the second time they're going crazy. But tonight is a cooler night. It's supposed to go to -15 tonight, so it's but they got a nice dry place. Oh, look at these. Yes, you're a pretty looking bird. I just brought the water down, so it wasn't empty, but they're going at it now. But when I came down, it was absolutely complete silence. Doug's in the house. He's really screwed up. I don't know how today, because I was with him all day. He never once got near the pen without me. I'm baffled. Oh, look at Goose Lee. I just realized Goose Lee is sitting down. Goose is really calm. Did you take Valium tonight there, Goose? Okay, guys, have you ever seen Goose leave this quiet? That bird neck is like a snake, man. It's unbelievable. Well, we'll leave the duckies alone here. But poor duck, he's I think when he knocked the shelf off the wall in the barn here and knocked me over with the sleigh, I think he came outside and I didn't see it and he got shocked. It's the only thing that makes any sense that what happened. It's because for him to jump, the front fence and run down the highway 2 miles to my buddy's place, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that's the only thing I can think of. So when I pushed the sleigh into the barn today, Doug, for that split second wasn't in my view and somehow hit the wire. So I've got to make a note. It's my bad. I've got to turn the fence off from now on when I come out in the mornings. So I got to make sure I do that because that's the reason Doug today did what he did. Because he's in the house and he's really screwed up. Absolutely a basket case actually. So I've got to. It's my fault. That's the only thing I can think of is he got shocked and I got to start turning the fence off. Alright guys, that's it for tonight.